Hi there, I'm Ugur, and today I'm excited to show you Intune Assignment Checker, a tool I created to help you manage your Intune assignments faster and easier. In this demo, I will walk you through how effortless it is to use Intune Assignment Checker and how it can help you save time and optimize your workflows. So let's get started. Okay, so here's a test machine that I've just prepared for this demo. And just before we start, here's the GitHub repository. And inside this GitHub repository is a quick start guide. And one thing that we have to handle first is to check if we have the PowerShell 7 installed. So what I will do here is just start my terminal session and just minimize that window. And then we can just run the PS version table command, which will print out the PS version that we are running currently in this session. And this one tells me that we do have 5.1 currently inside the session, right? So what we want to do is install PowerShell 7. And to do that, we will use the winget command. And then just agree to the terms. And then it will go straight ahead and download the PowerShell 7 version. Windows PowerShell 7 is now installed. And what I will have to do is close the terminal. And then we just open a new terminal session. And then on the top right, we can switch to the PowerShell, which is in this case the PowerShell 7 version. And in this session, we will be able to run this script, right? So inside this GitHub repository is this quick start, as I mentioned earlier, and we can just copy paste the commands here necessary. So let me just do that and run that here. So what this will do is it will check the PowerShell gallery if this script is even available there, and it will try to install it from there. So what we'll have to do is to just confirm any actions needed here. So if you run this command for the first time, you will see this notification here, which just asks, I don't know the path of the PowerShell scripts, right? So we do have to include that and tell PowerShell 7 where to look at. So that's what we will do now. And I have prepared part of this. And we'll just copy paste it here inside. And what we will have to do now is to copy the path and then place it right here. So you can use obviously the same way. I will include the scripts into the description of this video, so you can just copy and paste. But what will change on your side is definitely the path that you have to copy and paste here inside. So after adding the path to the PowerShell session, we can rerun this command to install Intune Assignment Checker again. And it just says that it's been installed already. So 3.0.1 is already installed, so that's nice. So let me now just try to run it. And then you will see this error here. So what we have to do is we have to open a new PowerShell session. So what I will do is create a new tab on the top. And then I see I'm back in the PowerShell 5 session. So I'm switching back to the PowerShell 7 session on the top. And now after I have a new session open, I can run the Intune Assignment Checker command again, and then I will see that it's running correctly. And then I have just to connect to my tenant, which I will do now. Awesome. So after connecting successfully with the tenant, you will be greeted by this menu here. So what I will do in this demo is generate the HTML report. So I will select the option 7 and will run it here. So what it will do right now is it will download or fetch any configurations and applications inside your Intune tenant, and then it will create a nicely looking HTML report for you. And it will be rather quickly because my tenant is rather small. But if you have a lot of configuration set up in your tenant, this will take, a bit longer on your side. And now I will just open the report, and then I will see the results of what we just did, right? So that's what I did here. This is the HTML report, and I can go down and look at, I don't know, look, for example, at this table here. I have a couple of graphs that I can look at. The great part here is I can filter it down to things that I've assigned to all users, that I've assigned to all devices. I have also unassigned policies, right? So this gives you a real nice overview about everything in your tenant. And it's only one file. So if you go back to the PowerShell session here, you will see the path where it's stored at. You can grab that file and send that to your manager or your colleagues, or host it somewhere accessible for everyone to see. So that's everything that we needed for this to run.